Hey folks, it's Chris with thefoozers.com, and here's another video in my series of Is It Worth Your Time Scrapping a Blank? In this case, we're going to find out if it's worth your time scrapping on a small scale. I know there's a lot of people out there looking for ways to supplement their income, and when it comes to scrapping, I know, like most of you, I immediately picture these guys in their trucks and their trailers cruising up and down the streets, heaping full of scrap metals and junk, and we immediately think, I can't do this, I can't make money doing this. And it's maybe because you don't own a truck or a trailer, or you don't have time to go up and down alleys all day, or you just don't have the room at your home to store any of this. So I was put into a unique position this week where my family borrowed my truck for a family vacation, which I wasn't invited on, but I was stuck with my wife's Jeep Grand Cherokee. So I wanted to continue to make money, and I was curious if I could do this just in my day-to-day routine, going to work, running errands, whatever it might be. I wanted to see what could fit in this little Jeep Grand Cherokee without even trying, and take it all home and see what it's worth. But like on my other videos, here's an important message. I'm going to keep this short and keep you YouTuber police off my back with a few disclaimers. Number one, scrap value is always the lowest price for an item, just above garbage. So if you bring something home and it works or has working parts, consider selling it on Craigslist, eBay. That's actually how I make a lot of money. Number two, scrap prices change with the stock market. Good rule of thumb, like I stated, but not fact. When oil prices are high, usually scrap prices go up, and then vice versa. For the purpose of this video, I've just stated the prices from the last trip I made, so they're not going to be your prices. So I'm just using these as comparisons for the video. Number three, come on, use common sense. We're working with metals. They're sharp. They have sharp edges. Wear gloves, protective eye gear. Do what you need to do to keep yourself from going to the hospital and cutting to any profit you might make. Alright, getting started. As you see, there's a lot of junk on this table, and in no particular order, I'm going to tell you what it is. Every morning I get up and get dressed and make my way to work, and I stop at a little convenience store. I've been stopping there for about 12 years now. Open the door, look on the ground, and found the best kind of scrap metal. Change. Found 8 cents in change and threw that in my pocket real quick. Then I made my way to work on my first break, kind of strolling around outside next to my shop, and noticed my neighbor. They were changing out their HVAC system. So over by the dumpster there was a whole bunch of just scrap iron and some copper tubing and a thermostat and a few brass fittings. So right after work, stopped by, loaded that up, took about 10 seconds, and made my way to my parents' house. Had to feed their stupid dog because they're on vacation without me, and I've got to take care of their stuff. So in the garage I found a PC, their old PC, one of their PCs, and called my dad up, and he said he's getting rid of it. So I loaded that back of the Jeep Cherokee and backed out of the driveway. And as soon as I backed out of the driveway, a few houses down, I noticed an old vacuum cleaner sitting out there by the trash. So of course I picked that up and headed home to unload it all and see what I had. Okay, number one, this didn't include the thermostat. After examination, noticed there was a lot of gold plating on it and some ceramics. I haven't cashed in on my higher grade boards, but I didn't just want to throw this into the lower grade board pile. So I'm going to put this aside and we'll value it later. Maybe I'll put an update, maybe not for this video. But in any case, let's move on. I didn't think I'd have a value for you yet on this vacuum, but I did finish my little video and I netted $1.83. So we can mark this off and we made a 15-cent raise now. Now let's move on to the PC. I'm not going to go into it too much because I did make a video using this particular machine. I did know what was wrong with it, so I knew exactly what to do with it. It had a corrupted hard drive, one of the cooling fans wasn't working, and it had Vista. So it would have cost more to upgrade this computer than it was worth. So I tore into it. I did pull out the wire and measure that with the original video, but I knew it had a great power supply in it, so I posted that on eBay about 15 minutes later and made $7.95 right off the bat within 4 hours. The other thing I did is the motherboard, processor, heatsink, and RAM. Sold it as a little unit, and I sold that about, 2 days later and made $32 on that. So watch the other video on Is It Worth Your Time Scrapping a PC, and I'll give you more tips. But now let's see where we're at. My videos have always been more of a personal experiment because I've been doing this for over 20 years and never really questioned what was worth my time. I hope you guys take something out of it. I'm not trying to persuade anyone to do anything. I'm going to try to make a few more videos over the course of this week just to see how much I can make without even trying. If you have any comments, negative or positive, state them below. I'm a big boy, I can take it. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed at least a little bit. Thanks.